All right, elsewhere, Dave, I know this is something you covered on your show on Ringside Report this past Friday, I believe, but Brazil, Rio 2016, the Olympics coming up. People are talking about mixed martial arts. Should it be a sport? Is there enough time to get it in there? If there is, how should it be structured? Your thoughts on MMA taking part in the Olympics?
Well, I think that MMA should be in the Olympics down the road. I don't think that there's enough time to get it in Brazil. I think they've already chosen the two sports that they're trying out. I think golf is one of them, and there's something else. I don't know. Mo probably knows because he knows everything. So I think it's
Frolf,
too late
as
for
well,
that.
is what they're trying there. Frisbee golf?
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
I invented something called soccer golf, which was interesting, which is a different game. So I don't think it's going to happen in Brazil. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, I think, would have made a lot of sense. You got judo, you've got wrestling, you've got boxing, you've got all these different martial arts. Why not Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu? I think that would make a whole lot of sense to have it in the Olympics. Unfortunately, we're not going to get that in Brazil. I think mixed martial arts down the road would make a lot of sense, similar to how you have the amateur ranks in boxing, and those boxers go to the Olympics, and then the professionals stay out of it. I think it would be the same in MMA, where you have amateur mixed martial artists competing.
What kind of attire?
You mean like protection and stuff?
Sure.
Maybe headgear, maybe not. I think it depends. I would say bigger gloves. They wear the 4-ounce gloves in professionals. I would say maybe a bigger glove. There are different amateur federations and amateur commissions around the world. I mean, there are 2 different federations that run amateur MMA in Quebec alone. So amateur MMA isn't quite regulated, but I think that if you had it in the Olympics, you could start getting it more regulated, but you need a governing body, an international governing body, to actually get into the Olympics. So that has to be established first. I think there are several steps that need to be taken for MMA to go into the Olympics, but I think it could work. I think
it would certainly be well televised. There's no question about that. Ratings-wise for the Olympics, they can't deny. It's all about, advertisers and sponsorships. They can't deny the popularity of the sport worldwide and that it would be of interest there.
Yeah, it's on Fox now. I see no reason why people wouldn't understand the appeal. MMA is definitely a growing sport, and I think as the sport grows, eventually we'll have it in the Olympics. But look what's excluded from the Olympics already. I mean, I don't think they have baseball in the Olympics.
Baseball and softball have been removed because
which is ridiculous.
They don't believe there are enough nations that are excelling at it or where it's popular enough to merit it being, a world sport in the Olympics.
But MMA is definitely a world sport. On that angle,
arguments here.
It works.
To answer your question, guys, the Rio de Janeiro Games will have 2 new sports: golf, as mentioned by Dave Simon before, and rugby sevens as well.
Oh, that's cool. That's going to be fun to watch. Rugby sevens is very, very exciting stuff. A lot of violence there. It's good.
However, there is one sport that's trying to gain momentum. That's beach soccer, which is huge in Brazil.
Yeah.
Which could be included if there is enough votes to sway the momentum in favor of the sport.
That came here, actually. That was here in the old port. I believe it was not last year, but the year before. I believe they had a set up in the old port, if I'm not mistaken.
Beach soccer, that's different than futsal, right? That's a different game.
And finally, windsurfing will be removed from the 2016 games and replaced by kite surfing.
No!
Whoa.
I just won $100 betting on windsurfing at the Olympics.
Kite surfing instead of windsurfing? Don't you use wind for the kite? What is windsurfing anyways?
Tough blow for the Estonians who excel in this sport.
Poor Estonians.
Oh, Mokan.
So yes,
check with your 17-year-old cousin if they're okay with golf being in the Olympics. And
he's 40-something. His cousin.
Oh, that's right. 40-something.
I will have to ask him.
All right.
So MMA in the Olympics. I think it should happen. I think it will happen. But I'd give it.
Would you go to the Olympics to see that then? If MMA was in the Olympics, let's say it was in Brazil, or let's say it was in where's the 2020 games? Have they been decided yet? No.
No, they will be decided 9 years from that date. So it has been decided. No, has it been? I'm fasting. I'm losing my train of thought here.
Nobody knows.
2020 games, Dave Simon. If it's
games?
Where
is it?
In Europe somewhere, would you go?
Europe. If it was in France, I would definitely go. If it was in,
Stefano Micella.
It's being decided right now between Istanbul, Tokyo, or Madrid.
That's right.
I'd go to Madrid, and I'd go to Tokyo. I don't know if I'd go to Istanbul. I'm not really into it. I just want to go to Madrid and Tokyo. I would prefer go there.
For information, Istanbul is a very progressive European city.
I know.
Yeah.
Istanbul is cool, but
Great beaches,
Tokyo,
by the way, in Turkey. Phenomenal beaches in Turkey.
Yeah, but Tokyo is. I want to go to Japan. It looks cool. They have a great martial arts tradition there. If you're going to bring in
and
MMA,
wrestling and pro wrestling, Dave. Simon.
But if you're going to bring in MMA into the Olympics 2020 Tokyo, that would make a whole lot of sense.
September 7th is the 2013 is the announcement of the next 2020 games.
So it's every 7 years.
7 years.
Prior,
My apologies. I meant to say 7, not 9 years prior to the date.
We'll let it slide this time, Milcon.